How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Michael Thurville, photojournalist and sociologist here at VEDA World News. Again, we're back on the Houston music scene. We have a very special guest here, music artist, songwriter, extraordinaire, and much more. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Kayo-G. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, very much so. And where are you hailing from here in Houston, Texas?
I'm from north side of Houston, Acres Home area, you know what I'm saying? Antoine, to be exact.
Okay. What's it like coming out of Acres Home?
It's cool. It's like, it's a very predominantly black neighborhood. It's one of the oldest black neighborhoods in Houston.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of country, kind of city and country matter. It's a very big neighborhood, so you have both sides. You have like people, the trail ride scene is very big out there, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You might see somebody on a horse make it home, and then you might go to Antoine, where I'm from, Antoine and West Mount Houston, and see like actual life people in cars and all that. It's predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhood.
Bear in mind, we do have an international audience, so they do not know what a trail ride is. What is that?
A trail ride is where people get together and they ride, like, say people might be in horses and carriages and stuff. Like, it's a big festival and they ride from certain parts of towns, and sometimes the trail rides even be longer than that. They might ride from another city. You know what I'm saying? From like little cities and stuff like that, and they're having a good time, you know what I'm saying? They might be drinking and have Zydeco music, all that type of stuff. Like like a cowboy type thing.
Are you a fan of Zydeco music?
Yeah, kinda. I wouldn't say I'm just riding around jamming Zydeco all day. You know?
Okay.
It's cool, you know. It's not a.
So what inspired you to go into music? What was that turn?
Music has always been in me. I tell people, like, my mother was a singer. My grandmother, they both sung. My grandmother used to be in Houston Mass Choir, stuff like that. And my mother was a phenomenal singer as well. Me growing up in church and stuff like that. And then my big brother, he was the person that put it in my head to rap. So I come from like a gospel R&B background, but it was like rapping came out from my big brother because I was trying to be like my brother so badly. You know what I'm saying?
And we had a small conversation before this. You said no rap before 11 a.m.
No rap before 11.
Why?
Because like I love rap, don't get me wrong, but like people will see me and they'll be like, man, the braids, gold teeth, and I'm tattoos and stuff, and be like, okay, he's just some hardcore guy. Okay. And like, that's cool, but it's like, to get my morning started, I'd rather, man, I'm going to drink a cup of coffee and probably smoke me one, and then gospel it out or R&B it out just to have a mellow, set the tone for the day.
Okay, that sounds good. So when it comes to music, what genre, well, obviously we know the genre.
Okay. What
is it like for you when you step into that booth, when you're standing in front of that crowd, when people are listening to your music for the first time? What is that like?
Man, I like to see the expressions on people's faces. That's the main thing I want to do. Like when I'm performing, I got to see the reaction, because I know everything is mental and everything is physical. Like your body language and the way that you move, you could tell if a person's mad, sad, upset, any of that, just by their body language and how they move. So me, if I see you bobbing your head, you moving, I just want you to have a good time, because I figure me being an artist, it's like I want you to travel down the lane that I'm taking you down so you can understand what I'm telling you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching a movie. When you watch a movie, you have to grasp, you put yourself in that scenario almost every time when you're watching this movie, don't you? And you're like, man, what if this happened to me? What would I do in this situation? Understood. You know what I'm saying? So I have to put you in that situation, and I want to see that you grasping what I'm grasping.
Well, how many albums have you created thus far?
Thus far, I've been doing music since I was 14 years old. I've been at least featured on at least 10 or 14 tapes.
Okay. And you said that you're going to release 3 albums this year.
3.
That's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work. We're talking songwriting, rehearsals, we're talking recording time, mastering, and then there's the back end work. I mean, there's a lot of work. How do you plan to achieve this, sir?
It's achieved.
Just like that.
You say it and it should be done.
I like that. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in the Bible they said the tongue is a sword, and by me saying anything, you know, you could you manifest things and let that come to life. You know what I'm saying?
This is absolutely
like
true.
And if you don't, like, if you believe in yourself, I believe that there's nothing you can't do. Like how you sitting on this chair right now, right? You didn't do that before you sat down in that chair.
You just sat down.
You sat down because you had belief it was gonna hold you up.
I like that. I do. I really do.
You didn't second guess it.
No, I did not.
Exactly.
I did not.
When you put on your shoes this morning, you didn't think that your shoes would fall apart. you said, "Now I'm gonna tie these shoes up and I'm gonna walk in them." Now, when you start to second guessing anything, that's when your mind gets all discombobulated. You can't second guess nothing in life.
You know, I guess for many people that are looking to do what you do in anything in life, I think that state of mind, that mind state, is a very important one to have. And I just want to say thank you.
Nah, yes,
No,
sir.
seriously, thank you for opening my eyes to that fact
Nah,
just
yes,
now.
sir.
Let's talk about influence here. Who influences you when it comes to music?
He probably gonna see this and trip out when I say it. My brother.
Okay.
You know what
Why?
I'm saying? Because he was the one that put it in my head to rap. Because at first, all I could see was just, I grew up, my mother had me at 32 years old, sir. So that's kind of older to be having kids. And by me being in a situation, I remember when rap wasn't even considered music. They thought it was going to be a fad. They thought it would be going here, going tomorrow, like disco maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But disco was here to stay off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they thought rap would be here and gone tomorrow. So my mother, growing up with us, she get in that car, turn on R&B, gospel. You not hearing none of this rap crap. You know what I'm saying? None of this stuff that's gonna influence your mind. It's gonna be some bad stuff.
Okay.
And my brother always gravitated to me because me growing up in the street essence, following my brother, and it was like, man, it was like therapy. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing out everything that I'm going through, everything that I'm seeing every day. That all goes into this pen and this pad. And like, it's just a big story. It's like how you like movies, right? Like, I look at every song as like a movie.
Understood.
And the reason I do that is because, like, one day you might like a horror movie, right? One day you might want to watch a comedy movie, though. Next day you might want to watch a thriller movie.
Understood.
Next day you want to watch an action movie.
So there's a little bit of variety there.
So you got to have a different song for every situation.
Gotcha.
One day I might want you to think. Next day I might want you to dance. One day I might want you to have a good time. One song I might want you to vent. One song may be a story. Like, it's all different stuff because all it is me being, to me as an artist, it ain't necessarily me writing about my life because sometimes I don't always write about my life. I may write about another person's experiences that they've given me because I'm a journalist.
In the way you are.
That's all I am. I'm a journalist. I'm telling you what I see and what I hear. And know what I'm saying? The things that I've been through. That's what an artist is, if you ask me. We're nothing but journalists, and we putting it on paper, and we vocalizing journalism. That's all it is.
I think I can agree to that. I will agree to that. That is exactly what it is, and I think a lot of people would concur. Looking at music from today, where do you see it in the next 5 to 10 years?
I believe it's different. I believe because of the streaming outlets, and it's so easy for anybody to put music out now. And that's why I believe some people don't like the music that comes out now because it's so easy for anybody can put out music. Anybody can get a distro kid. Anybody can get the United Masters, and you can put your music online. But it was so hard back back in the day, everybody couldn't just put out a tape.
So you think that in a way that music has become,
it's more accessible.
Yeah, but in a good way or a bad way?
It could be good and bad.
Okay, how so?
Because I believe it could be bad because you got people that's gonna put out some stuff that's not great and not good, that's rushed, that's not people taking their time. And I look at when you're not taking your time at your craft and you just rushing something, that's just like if I'm at home cooking. If I'm rushing the food, it's not gonna taste the same as if I'm putting my time, my effort, and thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So would it be in a good way? It's a good way because I look at it as anybody could put out, man, just because you don't have a major backing, you can still have a great song or you can have a great album or something that's a great product. You just don't have the backing for somebody else to put it out.
So I see that you are a fan of quality over quantity.
I'm a fan of both.
Okay.
Because I say quality and quantity because I look at it like this. Because I can have some quality and quantity, and it could be of a big quantity, but it can be a whole lot of quality to it.
Okay.
I can have a whole, you know what I'm saying? I can have a big catalog, but what if it's all jamming?
Okay, if so you're not limiting.
Yeah, I wouldn't limit myself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, me being a person that was on a label, now we going through quality control is a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? Because with this person and the person that I was doing music with, if he don't like it, it's not gonna go.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? If the label's not liking it, it's not going. But like now with me doing this independent run, it's all about what I like.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel being an independent artist versus you being signed? Do you feel more freedom? Do you feel
more freedom?
In what ways?
Because it's more freedom for me to be an artist.
So what were you doing before?
It's me, if I'm writing and I'm in the studio, and me and the last CEO I was with, we still good friends. I talk to him every day. It was a time. It's like everything relationships is like everything has an expiration date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In life, you know what I'm saying? Just like food has an expiration date, relationships have. People come in your life for seasons, and it's like, to me not being with his label, I'm still always forever his friend because I own my life. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have been out in the streets doing way more, but this man grabbed me and took me, and you know what I'm saying, and got me out of a lot of situations I could have been in. You know what I'm saying? So I still do thank him, and I talk to him all the time, but it's more freedom because what you like may not be what I like. You know what I'm saying? You might like vanilla ice cream. I might like cookies and cream, bro. Like, that don't mean we both don't like ice cream, but it's just I like a different flavor than you like. You know what I'm saying?
Polarizing question. What artists or people who produce music don't you like?
That I don't like?
Right now. That you feel is not worthy to be on the microphone?
Who am I to say they're not worthy? Because I don't know the time and the effort they put in to get to where they at.
Okay.
So, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't like. Maybe I don't agree with they form of rap or they form of music, but I never say I don't like them, man. Especially if you're a young black man and you're a young black woman trying to get in this game. I salute you, because it was a time when we couldn't do nothing and we didn't have a voice, and you having your own voice, that takes me a long way. So that's you know what I'm saying? So I never just hate on the next man.
You know what? I asked you that question for a very specific reason, because you talked about possibly entering the ring of politics.
Okay.
And the way you answered that particular question was a very good way politically of not necessarily answering that
because if I do have an enemy, I feel like if we have enemies and all that, it should be like a smoke screen. I should never let you know who I have and who is my enemy, or if they don't like me, man. If you don't like me, I'm on my side every day.
It's okay. Okay, so politically, you stated that you did not want to lean towards the Republican side. You did not want to lean towards the Democratic side. You want to kind of be in the middle. You expressed yourself as being a liberal. I
would say a liberal, and I wouldn't just say even a liberal, because I don't even like giving myself titles when it comes to politics or anything like that, because it's like the moment, like I told you before the interview started, the moment I could agree with anything you say that's Democratic or anything a Republican say. Okay, but the moment I disagree with this person, I'm going against the grain.
Okay, so let's ask, this will be a three-sided question. What policies do you agree with from the Democrats? What policies do you agree with?
The policies that I do agree with, I agree that about health care, like the policies like the Obamacare situation and giving people health care that are not able to take care of themselves and stuff like that don't have insurance through their jobs or don't even have jobs. I believe people should be taken care of, because there's other countries in the world that have free health care.
True, this is absolutely true.
Like Canada, I believe they have free health care in Canada, and other countries. Don't misquote me and stuff like that.
I got you.
But
it exists.
It exists, and I believe we have tax-paying dollars. Why should we not help people that should have health care, and people that need medicine, and people that need all these things done for them? And we pay taxes on people. People pay taxes every day. When you go in the store and you buy something, you pay 7-cent tax on every dollar that you pay. So, and it's people buying things all day. So you're telling me that they don't have money to take care of people that are sick?
Understood.
But we could go fund the war. We can go blow up and bomb people right now.
And that sentiment that you're expressing now is one that so many people, regardless of the political affiliation, they are all feeling that same way. Let me ask you, sir, for Republicans, what ideals do you agree with?
Well, I believe like our president is now. I believe some of his views are very I say very over the top. Okay. And when I say over the top, I mean he's harsh. But I believe sometimes in life we have to be harsh to get a point across. Because if I'm being silent and I'm telling you something every day, right, you're not going to get your point across if you just get, if I come to you thinking, well, you know, and I'm talking to you in the soft tone of the voice, and I'm not being aggressive, and I'm not being the aggressor. Now, not saying you're supposed to be the aggressor on every standpoint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be wrong. And I think a lot of people with him, with our president, he has a lot of leeway because he has money. You know what I'm saying? And people believe just because money is power that you could do anything and say anything to do who you want to, and that's not politically correct. That's not correct. Because just because you have more money than me don't mean that you're correct all the time.
Understood. In Houston, what needs to be fixed?
Man, people need to be, well, this is where you're going to get me to be honest.
Please.
Like, to be even more honest. And I say, man, Houston, the problem is this. There's a lot of people out here, and I'm looking at the camera, there's a lot of people out here that suck.
Why and in what ways?
They suck. They can't make music. Their music suck. It's trash. They have a lot of people that's riding their coattail and their friends and their family, and they're scared to tell these people that they suck. And these DJs nowadays is all about branding. Like if you go out here, you get you a diamond chain, you get you a diamond grill, you get all this stuff, and people think that you're a rapper, or think that you have clout, not knowing your diamonds and your grill and all this might be from the middle of the mall. You know what I'm saying? And it might not even be real stuff. But you can let a cloud of people go around you, people buying followers, they paying these DJs, and the DJ not telling them the music trash. He just telling this fool this. He telling them, oh, it go hard because he want to keep getting paid. He want his bills to keep getting paid.
How often does this phenomenon go on in Houston?
That's what's going on right now.
Is it consistent or?
We're the fourth largest city in America right now. Can you name me 5 Houston rappers that's hot right now that you know of that's getting booked outside of the South?
Okay, so I'm going to take a point of professional privilege, and I'm going to say it's not that I don't believe that Houston does not have good artists.
So we have talent, but it's the DJs.
I can't say that I actually listen to any Houston artists.
And you know why that is?
Why is that?
Because look, have you been to LA?
No, I have not.
You never been to LA? You been to New York?
No.
Okay. What major city have you been to in the country besides Houston?
Chicago.
Chicago. When you go to Chicago, right? You turn on the radio, right?
Yeah.
You hear Chicago people, right?
We do.
Exactly. What part of Chicago you from?
Southside.
Southside, by the Hundreds and all that?
The Wild Hunters. Not so much from the Wild Hunters, but from.
So you're familiar with Cabrini Green, all that?
Cabrini Green, Rodwell Gardens.
Okay. So I have friends and family in Chicago, you know, as well. So if they turn on their radio out there, you're gonna hear Chicago.
We are.
If I turn on the radio out here in Houston, we're not here in Houston.
Why is that?
Because it's I don't blame the DJs. It's the people that we have Radio 1 and iHeartRadio. That's in every city in America.
Yeah, that's like this national thing.
That is a national syndicated radio stations for hip hop. Well, not just hip hop, for radio.
Yeah.
And when then you have 97.9, you have 93.7, and me saying these things like this, okay, they're not putting the best. Back in the day when you were growing up and hip hop was a thing, hip hop was about breaking the biggest artists.
It was. That was when
breaking the talent.
Yeah, you go out there, you get a record, the DJ will put it on and say, "Hey, listen, this person is certified.
He's
hot.
next. He's up next." And every DJ wanted to be the person that
broke that person.
The person that's up next. Man, they wanted the clout of saying, "I broke such and such.
I found this person.
I found this person.
Yeah.
I heard him first." It was like a something like that. But it's not that nowadays. It's, "Hey man, you gonna rub my hands or what?"
What happened?
Because people started to care more about the money than the craft.
Okay.
The craft of hip hop. And the thing about hip hop, people don't understand, it's 2 words, hip and hop. See, the reason people don't understand why hip hop sucks now, because half these people not hip.
This cannot hop.
So they can't hop. They can't hop. How you gonna hop and you ain't even hip? You're not even hip to what's going on in the street or what's going on in your community. You're not hip to what's going on in life. And when I say the street, I ain't talking about
killing and all that stuff.
I ain't necessarily saying you gotta be a killer, thug, none of that.
It's just
but you're not hip to what's going on around
the
your
average
people.
person, yeah.
With the culture. You're not hip of what's going on. So if you're not hip, you can't tell me nothing about hip hop.
Understood.
That's why it kills me when I see these podcast shows and there's people that don't grow up in our culture talking about hip hop. Like, bro, you don't even know what's going on. You're just talking. And it's like you're hearing, but you're not listening.
Let me ask you a question. What are your thoughts on Eminem?
He's great. I say Eminem is great because I look at Eminem. Like I said, it's like a book and like a story. Eminem told his story. That's his story. His mother, the trailer parks, everything that, and I think us getting a visual of him when we seen 8 Mile and stuff like that growing up, that made us even closer to him as black people. Cause we were like, man, he went through what we was going through.
Cause I heard a lot of black Americans. They was like, oh, I don't like him in there.
Nah, I like him.
I like him in there.
I think
love
he's dope.
his music.
I think he's dope. He top 10 rapper all time to me. He's top 10. I wouldn't say top 5. I wouldn't say that. He's top 10.
We're not gonna do the top 10.
Yeah.
Who are the top 5 MCs of all time to you? Ever.
You want a Houston one or do you want?
No. This is all about you, sir.
Okay. Me. No order. It doesn't have to be order.
No, just you.
Pac, Wayne, Jay-Z. Those 3 to me are the greatest ever.
Okay.
And it means the particular day. I can never say who's better.
On the Wednesday or Tuesday.
Man, I got you. Pac, Jay-Z, Wayne, Face, Scarface for sure.
Okay.
And my 5th, I would probably say T.I.
Okay.
T.I. was talking to me. Like, to me, he was talking to me growing up. Like, everything that he was rapping about, I was living. Like, yeah, I believe him.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me ask you, where can people find you?
You can find my music at on all platforms, Kayo space G. I'm on iTunes, Spotify, all my old tapes. But all the new stuff will be under Kayo /G, like the slash, like in Jay-Z name. All the new stuff will be on that, and it'll be very soon. Like I said, I got 3 tapes cooked and ready. It might be more than that before the end of the year.
Cooked and ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, it was an absolute honor to have you here. I really enjoyed your perspective, not only just on music, but on politics.
Yes, sir.
It was spot on.
Yes, sir.
A+. I really enjoyed that. Thank you very much, sir. It's an absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure meeting you too, sir.
My name is Michael Thurville, photojournalist and sociologist here at VEDA World News. We didn't mean to get into politics today as we spoke about entertainment and music, but we did. This gentleman is absolutely awesome. Be sure that you visit the link below that's going to be below in this video. Pick up his music. Check him out right here in Houston, Texas. We'll see you on the next segment.